Okay, welcome back, you guys. Today we're going to continue talking about food. And today I just want to bring up some stuff about processed food. And then we're going to go into foods that help lower your diabetes sugar levels. And then we're going to talk about diabetic dinners. And that one is especially for you, Rhonda. You wanted to know about that. So we're going to cover all of those three things today. So get yourself comfortable, get a chair, a pad, and a pencil, and we can begin. So we talked about describing processed foods. So is there a description for processed foods? Not really. It's more like a description of what it is that you're putting into your system. Processed food is a kind of food. It's usually a meat that has additives put into it, such as salt. It's smoked and it's cured with sugar or what have you. Some of these examples would be bacon. Bacon looks really great right next to those eggs when you put it on a plate, but actually it's not so good for you. Bacon, it's no secret, it's full of fat, and that's very evident when you put it in a pan and it starts to spurt out fat all over your stove. Not that alone, but bacon has a lot of salt in it, and the salt is really no good for you. And it has nitrates, which is a chemical that has nothing to do with your body. It doesn't help it do anything, it only hurts it. Breakfast sausage is another thing that you have to stay away from. It looks so shiny in that package when you shop for it in the supermarket, but it's a sausage that's been put in a vat of oil. It's loaded with salt, and even when you have it cooked and you put it in your mouth, it's like eating a stick of salt. And most of the time you can find an alternative to that. You can get turkey sausages, chicken sausages, or even a vegetarian type sausage. Another food that you should avoid is cold cuts. Cold cuts is chunks of beef or ham or turkey that's preserved with various amounts of salt, seasoning, sugar, and sometimes chemicals such as nitrates. You put it in that sandwich and you think you're eating something healthy, and actually it's something that really hurts you. Stay away from that. And the next one would be hot dogs. Oh wow, hot dogs are really, really great in a ballpark setting or even at a basketball game. But again, the nitrates, the salt, the sugar, and it's not even all beef. Sometimes it's filled with bone of the beef and all kinds of things that you would not want to eat. How about when you go to McDonald's and you think that you're picking up something healthy with a chicken McNugget? Actually, that chicken McNugget is not that good for you either. It's made with little bits of pieces of chicken, but it also has chicken bones, chicken skin, and the like. So stay away from it. Wow, how about that pepperoni on your pizza? That pepperoni is so good, it tastes wonderful, but actually it's also processed. It's fermented. It's a sausage that has been fermented for a while, and then it's plopped on top of your pizza. And that is loaded with salt and nitrates as well. That's something that you should avoid. And how about that fast food hamburger from McDonald's or Burger King? I would not bother with that because it's filled with chemicals as well. What you could do is go to the supermarket, pick up some ground turkey or ground chicken, and you can make that hamburger at home by yourself, and you can control the ingredients that's in there. You don't have to put any nitrates, just a little bit of salt and pepper and maybe a little bit of garlic and onions, and you got a terrific something for you to eat, and that's healthier for you. You know, I mentioned today that we were going to talk about foods that could lower your blood sugar. And there are a couple of tricks that I have learned in this journey of traveling down the road being as healthy as I can with diabetes. And I'm telling you, little certain things that you find out here that really clicks and works. But you know what? I am not a doctor. I'm not even in the medical field. Before you try any of these things, I suggest that you contact your doctor and make sure that it's okay for you to do it. But what I found that works for me, eating beets. Beets is an amazing vegetable. The first time that I tried using it to control my diabetes, I couldn't even keep it at normal range. It kept dropping like crazy. I had to turn around and drink juice to bring it back up. But how my daughter told me to cook beets was just to wrap it in some aluminum foil, put some butter around it, just grease it with butter or Pam spray if you prefer, put it in the oven and bake it until it's tender with the skin on so that all the vitamins and minerals stay in it. Then you peel it after it's finished cooking, slice it and eat it. Man, you want to talk about something tasting really good. I never knew that a beet could taste that good. Besides beets, onions. Would you be amazed at what an onion can do? Besides just making something taste great, onions also lower your blood sugar. There was a test that was done back in 2014 by the American Diabetic Association, and they said that these onions put into your food can really lower your blood sugar. Besides that one, I used to hate okra. When my mom used to make kuku and all this other kind of stuff, I would pick out the okras. But actually, okra is the best thing for you. Okra will lower your blood sugar, and this has been proven by scientific tests all over the place. If you eat okra a couple of times a week, you will not have any problems regulating your blood sugar at all. The first time that I ate okras, my daughter suggested that I put it in the oven as well and bake it so that the sliminess would go away, and it was the best thing ever. I sprinkled it with some chili powder, and man, it was so good. The last thing that I want to tell you about that can lower your blood sugar is cinnamon. And cinnamon, I make it in a tea, and that regulates you for the whole entire week. Drink a couple of cups a day, and you'll have no problem. So that will wrap up everything for us to concentrate on today. Again, on my YouTube, just come back, and if you have any questions, leave them there for me. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you next time.